Kia
ora!
Hi. Welcome back.
This is video number 5.
But it's been 4 months. If you're new here, we're just sharing our experience of what it's been like for us to move from Florida in the United States to New Zealand. And we mostly started recording videos for our loved ones, our friends and our family to watch and answer all the questions that people have for us, and also just keep in touch with people. And so yeah, if that's, if you don't know us at all, or maybe you're someone who's met us in New Zealand or whatever, feel free to follow along as well, like and subscribe. And so anyways, I was just wanting to comment on, I had no idea so many people were going to watch our videos.
Yeah.
And I'm astonished by that. I don't know what the numbers are. We didn't look at them right before, but a lot more than we thought. And
it's quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And so also some Kiwi people have happened upon our videos, which awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So 2 videos ago, we were driving up the coast to Auckland to go to Costco and a couple other places, and we made a comment about the mountain in the background, and the person said that the mountain is called Rapuhu. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're gonna butcher that, and just sorry in advance, but thank you for the kind correction. Rapihu.
And it's an active volcano.
Rapihu, yeah.
Which is pretty rad.
Oh, the snow covered is Ruapihu. In the background is Narahu, an active volcano. And this is the Tongariro National Park, Central North Island. Mount Taranaki is a long way west of here. So good to know. We didn't go that far west from short of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And but that's really great. We love to hear your replies and
yes,
figure out the truth of things, because
yes,
we're just guessing at a lot of stuff we don't know.
And we 0% claim to be experts in, and we're just, I just want to get across that we're giving our experience and not intentionally giving bad information, but really appreciate any kind of corrections.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially when it comes to geography or pronunciation. But yeah,
if there's anything worse, it's my pronunciation of anything,
we're learning, at least we're putting in the effort. I think it's even improving, but slowly, little by slow.
So we've had a lot going on.
That time, yeah.
Yeah. So since the last time we talked to you guys, we got a car.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
It's back there in the sunshine, but you probably can't see it.
You can't see it right now.
We've done a lot of outings and activities since the last time we made a video. One of which is we drove up the coast. Once we got the new car, we just went for a drive that weekend. And we went all the way up to, hopefully I'm going to say it right, so keep me honest in the comments if I'm not. We drove up the coast to Paraparaumu Beach, and that was beautiful.
It was unbelievably beautiful.
And it was such an awesome drive to just hug the coastline. It's probably an hour and a half away. I mean, as slow as we went. And
right. If we would have drove straight through, probably been 45 minute drive.
Yeah, something like that.
But it was not straight through.
Yeah, we were just stopping and looking,
sightseeing.
and it was beautiful. And we probably have some pictures of that.
How big was it?
Like this big.
Whoa, that's a big rock.
So yeah, we have gotten to feel some of the summertime weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it? Made any friends here?
Yes.
Who are your friends?
Freya and Charlie.
Freya and Carly.
Are those your besties? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was before the wastewater place busted. So it was still nice to go to the beach.
So very similar to what happened to us in Palmetto. I guess similar but not similar, right? Because the reason Palmetto busted was because of a hurricane. And this place busted because of a storm, like storm surge.
Was it a storm?
Yeah, it was like, because it was fine and we had that big bad rainstorm and wind.
Oh, I just didn't know if it was related
Yeah.
at all.
No, yeah, so it like completely saturated the whole plant. So like all the machinery that pumps stuff got soaking wet and just covered and destroyed, and so everything just started leaking out. And we'll try to find a picture and put it in the video, but
Yeah.
you could see like where the waste is floating, like literally right down the street from where we're staying.
Well, I mean, it's like a lot of the city is affected.
Right.
So yeah.
And Wellington's a huge city.
Yeah.
It is very city. It's like it's more like a county, if you guys want to get like a comparison to
Yeah.
something, because like so like I guess Manatee County,
Yeah, maybe.
you have Bradenton Parish, Palmetto, you have all these different little
Suburbs is what they call them
of-
here. Yeah.
But here you got different towns within inside of those.
Sure. Yeah, there's like 5 major sections, and then there's a bajillion little suburbs in each section.
That happened before all this happened, so we had beautiful beach and beautiful time, and it was wonderful.
Beautiful drive.
Yeah, it was just amazing.
that's
That's a big thing too.
Our shipment of stuff from the States that we shipped before we moved here
Right.
arrived mid-January.
Yeah.
Mid to late January.
Mid-January, yeah. So like probably maybe a day after the video.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It was like a month later than expected, though.
Yeah. It's okay though. So I finally got my bicycle.
Pretty grad.
That was pretty rad.
So many kitchen things, which is also grad.
So many kitchen things.
That's like mostly what we packed, which,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it I'm grateful for. But some of it, it's like, oh, well,
I don't need this anymore.
yeah, well, we already had to buy it.
But I got some of my skateboards. We didn't bring very much skateboards over here. Like honestly, we bought 1, 2, 4, 5,
There's 2 on the
7,
ground. Yeah.
7 boards. One's Emma's, 2 are my riders. One's a board that was a compilation board. One's an art board, and the other one's just really cool. So we brought it. So that's really it. But yeah, so all my skateboards are here that are gonna be here.
Yeah. We went to Staglands.
Staglands was awesome.
It was really cool. Staglands is a wildlife reserve and cafe.
And the cafe is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Good fries.
It's a bit of a drive, but not that far.
Yeah.
The fries were really good. We saw sheep and goats and
The goats were really cool, man. Rowdy suckers.
yeah.
Like they did not want to be where they were at, and they wanted every bit of food that you had in your
Oh my
pocket and
god.
hands.
I don't want to say all the birds, but there were some of the birds that were very persistent, especially the ducks. They were
Yeah.
like following us. We stayed too late and we kind of got stuck in there, and I was a bit worried that we were going to have to live there forever because we couldn't get out. But there was just like an after hours exit. It took us a while to find.
We found the way back out, and it took us right through the caca cage. And you guys didn't notice it because you guys were booking it through. And as I'm walking up, I see this huge caca like right above my head. I'm like, oh, please don't land on my head. Please don't land on my head. We went right through its kennel, right through its cage.
Did we really?
Yeah, we did.
Jesus, I'm glad you didn't tell me. I was already terrified at that point that we were gonna.
It wouldn't hurt. I mean, it's just like it'd be on my head, I don't know.
Well, no, I just, I thought we were gonna like not be able to leave. I was very scared. But yeah, we saw Goose. We named it Wendy Goose because she wagged her nub a lot.
She did whack her nub. Really cute.
Yeah, we saw Bunny, Emma Lake Shy Bunny.
Yeah.
We saw gerbils.
Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs. Thank you.
We saw a bunch of different pigs. Actually, we saw like huge pigs.
The pigs were a bit feisty.
Like warthogs.
Yeah, there was a horse and a donkey and a cow or a bull.
A bull, a big bull.
It was very pretty. It had a very long tongue.
It was like a Scottish, you know. Yeah.
I don't know what kinds of bull cows there are.
I can't remember the name of the bull, but it's a Scottish bull. Highland cattle.
Highland. Okay, yeah. And there was also the tiny deer. That was really cute.
Yeah, they had two different tiny deer. One was black and one was brown. But the brown one was very scared of...
She looked like Bambi.
Yeah, she looked like Bambi. But the black one was super nice. It came right up to you, eat out your hands.
Yeah, he was hungry.
He was hungry, for sure.
Yeah.
And I say that, but these things were all well fed.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like every animal there is like, this is paradise.
Yeah. But it was fun. And a like, cool place to walk around. And there was like a little, I don't know, just like a settlement reenactment spot, you know. Yeah, it was a lovely day. Great weather.
Oh, it was beautiful weather. It was like the perfect time to walk around the place.
Yeah. All right, hold your hand closed.
All right, put your hand there.
Did you get it?
Stop it.
He's a goat.
Oh, sorry, goat.
He's a billy goat. A billy mountain goat, right? Yeah, he's super nice.
He's so cute. Hi, goat.
Hey.
We got to play the goat. Now we got to see if we can find a sheep, right?
He's got a heart shaped into his back.
Oh, you are gorgeous, buddy.
He's like, but could I have some more food?
Yeah.
What'd you name the rabbit?
Sigh. Because she's a little bit shy. But I can see her.
We found Hey guys. If you've never seen Moana, that's her skinny little chicken. And there's a regular chicken right beside it there. Rooster.
Emma, can you say?
Hello, hello.
Whoa. She's a hungry one.
Did Gardens Magic a few times, which is like a month-long concert series that they do for free.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And
it's a couple days a week generally. It's like Tuesdays and Sundays?
yeah, I think it was like 4 days a week.
Okay.
And they had these like beautiful lights that lit up the gardens. We didn't really stay late enough after the sun went down ever to see them in their full glory though, because
But we did get to see a couple, like, right at dusk. We saw a little bit.
yeah. I mean, we left at like 8:30 or so most nights that we went. We went 3 times.
And the last day we went on a Sunday, and Emma got to meet a new 4-legged friend.
Oh yeah, Ruby.
She was super nice.
She was super nice, as were her parents.
Her parents were super nice too.
But the people were lovely people that we hung out with again. So awesome to have new friends.
Yeah! Thank you.
That was called Garden Magic.
And there was all different kinds of music most days. There was like a cool drag show, and there was like mini drag shows throughout the thing.
The bird section by the water there, where the ducks were all hanging out and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. The pigeons there are out of control, man.
Pigeons in general here are out of control. They're quite aggressive. We also went to Shoreland Park, which is just a cool park that we found with a really big slide.
It's a really big slide.
It's not the fastest slide in the world. It's supposed to be. That's what we heard.
I wasn't on your left.
Here, let me sit, and then we'll get situated, okay?
I know what I know.
This is a really long slide. Just trying to give you guys an idea. So, just so you guys can see this. Go, go, go! Lift your feet up. Lift your feet up, Mom. What are you doing? Melody is going to be flying down this thing.
This is the fastest slide in the world.
So the theory behind that slide is you're supposed to take a blanket with you.
Oh, really? We didn't know
I
that.
found this out when I went to daycare with Emma.
Well, we're gonna do it
Candy.
again then. I have not laughed that hard in maybe a year. Maybe longer. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen you laugh that hard.
It was pretty funny. It was a good time. It was a fun little park that we found. What did you and Emma do?
So me and Emma went to a war memorial, and the war memorial was pretty cool. They have a lot of different artifacts and statues and stuff about World War One, and which is very similar to the what's the big museum called here?
Papa.
Like Tapapa has. They have a lot of World War One stuff in there, and it was pretty cool. You know, it was really nice. We also did a outdoor play area there, which is really cool. So she had to do like water balloons and a water slide and squirty guns.
That's fun.
Bubble blowers.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And so after we did that, we also went to the Wellington Zoo, which was like literally the other day. We went there, and so the zoo we saw when we first got there, we didn't see anything because it was so cold. We made it to the ring-tailed lemurs, and they were literally all stacked on top of each other like a basket full of clothes.
Aww.
They were all trying to keep warm, man. They didn't want to have anything to do with anybody. And so like all the things that were there when you first walked through the gate, nothing was there. The lion was in hiding. The gibbon was in hiding. Like everybody was just like not having it. We made it up to the top to where the penguins were, and there was a penguin out, and I'm like, oh, I was like, is this the only penguin that's out here? She goes, oh no, we have 10 more, but they're all inside, cuddled up, staying warm. She goes, this one here has brain damage. I'm like, oh, I was like, well, I have a relation to this poor penguin, you know? Yeah, it was super sweet though. She says, hey, it still lives a good life. It still comes out here and eats and swims and has fun. She goes, it's very interactive with, you know, the other penguins and stuff like that.
Aww.
She goes, but, you know, it just does its own thing. Does not follow the other one's lead at all.
Aww.
So, like, when they all go inside, she's still outside. You know? But it was super cute.
Aww.
Probably the coolest thing to me was the kangaroos
Ooh.
and the wallabies. So, like, literally the distance between us is the distance between you, and there's no fences, no cages. If they're out interacting with you, you can interact with them.
Mm.
But it's kind of a thing, you can't just walk up to them and start petting them, you know? But it was pretty cool, man. I mean, they had a big jumpaline in the middle of the place.
A trampoline.
Yeah, Gemma jumped on that and had fun on that for a while.
Mm.
And yeah, but it was a really cool trip. Man, it's a walk. It's definitely a walk.
They both went right to sleep
Yeah,
that night.
it didn't take much for me.
Okay, well, speaking of doing things with Emma, so we have looked at a few kindies, and we settled on where to take her. We put ourselves on a waiting list, and we're gonna have a spot next month.
Yep, on the
for
16th.
3 days a week. Yeah. So that's exciting.
You were going to see one heartbroken man on the 16th.
So somebody, I think maybe at work or somewhere, asked me the other day, "Oh, are you gonna be so sad to put her in kindy?" And I was like, "Well, it's not really gonna be that different for me. My husband's gonna have a nervous breakdown." But
So for those of you who don't know, I've been a small business owner for the last 20-something years, and I ran multiple pawn shops, and then, eventually I branched out and went on my own. And so the last 5 years, before we had Emma, that's what I did. I ran my own pawn shop. And so it's kind of weird for me to, we talked about it and did all this stuff, and we decided that Jamie would keep her job and I would just close my business down and take care of her, and it's probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. I mean, I've gotten so much out of it, mentally and physically, monetarily. Just so you guys know, they call kindy, which is basically like,
it's like pre-K.
It's like pre-K, right? It's like preschool. So kindergarten will actually be year one for her. So when she does start going to school, when she turns 5, which will be great for her because like the new year starts in January, so she'll start the new year in the new grade.
It's weird how I've heard a bit of a different things though. Like that's kind of why she's starting in March, is because kids are transitioning from kindy to year 1 in March. Not, I mean, like I guess it's just like because of the way that it works with the ages here. I mean, we're still learning, so I don't know like what the rule is, but it seems like it can be different depending on where you're coming from, where you're going.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway. But the cool thing is she'll transition into the primary school that she's gonna go to, and some of the kids that go to her kindy will go to her primary school.
Correct, yeah.
When she starts year 1. So that's exciting. And she'll get to meet the teachers there first before she goes. So we like that. And they go on a little outing there to like visit the school when as time gets closer, like probably towards the end of the year. So I don't know. I think that's gonna be good. And she's been doing all kinds of stuff too. You guys have done a couple other things.
Yeah. So one thing that we've gotten around to is we started doing something very similar to what we did back in the States, which was like Home Depot and Lowe's had little projects. And so, we could kind of center like the month around those things, right? So like Saturday would be Home Depot, Sunday would be Lowe's, blah, 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 and you just kind of figure that out around the library schedule and everything else that was going on. So very similar to that here. They have what you guys who watch Bluey would know as Hammer Barn is actually called Bunnings in real life. So we go to Hammer Barn and we do a project there. And then there's another one. It's called
Miter 10.
Miter 10. And so Miter 10, it's so funny because like Hammer Barn is more of like green instead of blue, but it's still like the blue versus orange that is for Lowe's and Home Depot back home because Miter 10 is orange.
Yeah.
And so it's like basically the same thing, Competitors, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she did one of those today, little birdhouse project.
She did one yesterday as well.
Yesterday, a planter.
Yeah.
She's done a kiwi bird, and I'm sure I'll show the pictures. What was the other thing?
She did a really cool painting.
Oh, a squeegee art painting.
With a squeegee brush, and she went all the way down it and back across it. And there's this great line in Ted Lasso. If you guys have never seen Ted Lasso, I highly recommend the show. Even if you don't know anything about football or soccer or any of the stuff like that, watch the show. It's hilarious.
It's a very good show. But the guy, one of the players asks, school teacher, how do you get the artwork so good? Some of these are really good. And she says, what did she say?
I take it from them.
Take it from them. Take it away. Like, don't let them keep working on it. When it looks good, take it.
Yeah.
And so we sometimes do that with Emma. But she actually showed her own restraint this time. And she squeegeed it once and she was like, it's good. And one of the other kids who was like squeegeeing it 100 times
It went from being 100 colors to brown.
Yeah, and he goes, why don't you squeegee it more? And she goes, because I don't want it to turn brown. That's my girl. But we'll show you a picture. I was so proud of her in that moment. Like, really proud. So we went to a celebration for Waitangi Day, which is the celebration of the treaty signed by the English settlers and the Maori people. Waitangi Day
Was phenomenal.
It was super fun. It was like a little thing they put on at Waitangi Park. And oh my gosh, I was so like concerned that we weren't gonna get there for the beginning, because they do, I think it's called a karakia, just like a Maori, at least Google says it's like an incantation or a prayer to invoke spiritual guidance or protection. I don't know if that's exactly how like someone from that culture would explain it, but that's what Google says that it is. But it's really cool. Like, I don't know. I felt like I just felt like
A little spiritual.
a little emotional about it.
Yeah.
Just experiencing that for the first time. And like some live haka performances was really cool.
Kind of the crazy part about the whole thing is it's getting really close.
So yeah, there's like live music. There was like a tent where you write your name on a feather. I'm gonna get like the significance of this incorrect, but basically you write your name on a feather, you attach it to this like cloak, and then somebody put it on, which I think we missed because we ended up leaving. We were there for like 4 hours though.
We were there for a long time.
Yeah. But anyways, so that's where Emma wrote her name for the first time, on this feather that she attached to the thing. And it was like the right direction and everything. And we didn't help her at all. And I was so impressed.
She's a big girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else was there? We had ice cream and cookies from a local vendor, Zaletti, which was very yummy.
What's the name of it?
Zaletti.
Zaletti. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've eaten there before. We have a spot. Down on Cuba Street, and it was pretty good there too.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's something about a food truck, man. Food trucks are just amazing. You know, they're always something good.
Especially an ice cream truck.
Especially an ice cream truck. Yeah. You can't go wrong with an ice cream truck.
But before we had that indulgence, it was like we brought our own food, kind of like a picnic, which is so cool that at most events you can do that here. It's just like, first of all, free, and second of all, just like bring a blanket, lay down, have a picnic, whatever. We're not looking for you to spend all your money, Right. In fact, a few times, like I've gone to these things and I'm like expecting to see like a bunch of stuff for sale and things like that, like knickknacks or nothing.
Nothing for sale.
There's just food for sale. Anything else about Waitangi Day?
No, it was just really cool.
Okay.
Totally enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. So the other things I was trying to get at that Emma and you have gotten into is playgroup and swim lessons.
Yeah. So we'll start with swim lessons. She's doing pretty good. She's learned how to float on her back, which is really, really cool. It's an important part of swimming. Now it's just getting her face under the water and blowing the bubbles and doing all that good stuff, she's not quite comfortable with yet. But we'll go give it a go. Tomorrow again. It's every Monday. And and then we also have playgroup, so we'll probably go to playgroup first. Playgroup was recommended by one of my friends at the local library. Playgroup's been fun, I met a couple new friends, made a couple connections, so maybe I'll be the next one to get a job
That would be exciting.
really soon. Some good news on the job front is we finally got both houses rented out.
Oh my gosh, what a relief.
Only took us 4 months to get that done.
Yeah. One got rented in February and one's gonna be rented in March. So very excited about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a load of bricks off of our shoulders,
Yeah.
Like every penny counts.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Definitely.
I mean, it's like going somewhere. It's like I don't even like to go out to eat. You know, I like to make our food before we go somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. It does feel a bit like going out to eat is expensive here, but I think when you forget that
There's no tip.
and tax is included in the price, so like the price on the menu is what you are paying. No plus. I went out to like an actual proper sit down restaurant with like a friend that I made, and we were just talking, and I'm like waiting for them to bring the check, and I knew that it wasn't a thing, but it's just the first time I experienced it. But you just like get up and go pay at the counter, and you're like, I had this, and they just like the honor system.
Yeah, we've been getting around and doing our thing and meeting people, and she made a small Valentine's Day card for her friend at school.
Ooh.
And she gave it to her. It was really cute. And she made some other Valentine's Day cards too, didn't she?
Oh yeah, I gotta get it. So Emma made this Valentine's Day card for Howard, and she wrote all of those letters. Happy Valentine's Day, Dada! ! And that's Dada. And I love you! ! From Emma. Lots of glitter and hearts and butterflies and flowers. And flamingos. I'm so proud of her.
I gotta tell you, I've gotten a lot of Valentine's Day cards throughout the years.
What have you?
That's my favorite one, hands down. Yeah, I have.
How many Valentine's Day cards have you gotten throughout the years? All of the years?
A lot.
Tons.
A lot.
Tons.
Tons. But they all pale in comparison to that one.
That's true. I'm gonna have to agree with that. Yeah, Howard had a buddy come to town.
I did. So I have a friend who lives in Australia, and his wife is actually from Wellington, where we live. And they came up to visit family, and we got to hang out for a little while. It was really cool. He's a skateboard nerd, just like me, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was like my first night out in the town by myself. It was pretty cool. It's it's so weird how social networking's changed lives. Like good or bad. Like I've never met this guy personally. Like I've talked to him on the internet, and we've exchanged jokes and done all that stuff like that. And he's gone and visited other friends of mine in the United States. And I was like, man, why can't I go to New York this weekend? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And I could never make it out to go to where he was. And it just so happened he came to where I was this time. So it was perfect.
Super fun. So yeah, we had like some really bad weather last week. It was like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday-ish. But they said in Wellington by Wellington Airport, 128 km/h winds, which is like 90 miles an hour, and then 193 kilometers, like a little further out. They said it was the strongest, worst winds in over a decade is what they said.
So like there was places that are missing roofs and
Flooding
missing fence. Like our fence in our backyard over here is broke. On our side yard here is actually broken down, and they had huge studs in the ground. We're talking like 4x4 studs, huge ones.
Yeah.
And it just completely broke off.
I mean, you could just hear it. It did feel like the roof was going to come off.
Yeah.
And so this would be like equivalent to like a high category 1 or low category 2 hurricane.
Yeah.
And it was just like not something they call it. They don't call it that.
They don't even name the storm.
Yeah. Like even the type of storm, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A windstorm.
It was bad weather.
Yeah. If you look up online, there's like no name for it or anything else. That's just kind of weird to me,
Mm-hmm. And like I didn't have to work on Sunday, but I still went to work on Monday, and it was kind of crazy. Like some people are like, oh yeah, I want to get in because I don't have work today, so I want to get my dental appointment done. Are you open? And then other people are like, I can't even believe you're open today. Yeah. So it was. There
was lots of storm debris on the road. Like we came to go see her for lunch that day.
Gigantic tree
and,
uprooted.
Huge trees, like right in the middle of the road. It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
It's like to think to move something with that big of a base has to be some seriously strong wind.
Seriously, I mean, it took them the entire day to cut that tree down and get it out of the road.
Yeah, and there's still like leaves and branches on the side of the road going down the hill.
Okay, what else? Oh, there was a question in the YouTube. Somebody asked what kind of visas are we on over here. So I'm on a credit employer work visa, and so Howard is on a partner visa, and Emma is on a visitor visa. So, but theirs are tied to mine. So my visa allows them to have, allows Howard to have the, he can get a job anywhere. He doesn't have stipulations. Like I do have to work for an accredited employer, but he doesn't. And it's not a pathway to residence, so it's not like that. Originally, we were gonna go for a skilled migrant category visa, which still does require you to work for an accredited employer and have that employment agreement or at least job offer to apply for the visa. But the job that I happened to get didn't meet all the criteria for skilled migrant. So we said it's better to just get here
And find a job once we get here.
Yeah, on a credit employer work visa, and then we have some time to just figure out what the next step looks like. So either that means maybe Howard finds something that is in the skilled migrant or green list category, or maybe I do, or maybe my job turns into that. We just don't really know what the future will hold for us, or if the rules will change, because that's something else. I wrote it on the calendar, March 9th. They're going to announce 46 more roles that are going to be on the national occupation list, which is what it has changed to for new visas. Now we're still on the old one because we got it in October, and this change happened in November, I believe. We are not like immigration advisors by any means. We're just this is just our experience, so we are definitely not qualified to tell you what to do or anything like that. But that was our thinking behind it, right? And we could be wrong, but we thought if we are going to try to go for a different, like a role in the skilled migrant or green list or national occupation list, that it might be easier to search and interview for those roles while on shore instead of from afar.
8,000 miles away.
Yeah. So that's just kind of why we we just jumped right in when that job offer came through, and maybe probably tons of you guys in the States were like, what? You're moving to New Zealand? This escalated quickly, we even know you're thinking about it, because we probably only told a handful of people they were thinking about it, because we didn't announce it to everybody because we thought, oh gosh, if it doesn't happen, we don't want to be like those people, and so and then it just when it did happen, it was okay, now the clock is ticking. You have we thought it was 8 weeks, but it was more like 3 months, I think, to get here.
Which in 100% we needed extra time,
Oh my God, we could have 4 or 5 would have been better, but and when we were entering into this, I thought, how can you take a job and move 6 months later? That's crazy. It's not crazy at all. It's smart. If you're going through this process and you're worried about taking if your employer is cool with you taking 6 months from signed contract to starting work, you are blessed. Because it's not even just about wrapping everything up there, and we had 2 houses to wrap up, and one house that wasn't even half done by the time we signed the contract, but also getting here and settling in. Boy, it would have been cool to have more than 2 or 3 days before I started work.
I agree.
But it is what it is, right? I mean, if it would have been really cool to like go around the country for a little while before we settled in and like do some like touristy sightseeing stuff that we do everything we can in the like nights and weekends that we have to do it.
Right.
We are planning a trip. Should we even tell them?
Yeah, we should tell them.
Okay.
We're gonna be going to Hobbiton. Yay!
So we had to plan it around a long weekend at work. And I thought, oh, Easter would be a good one. But
You guys remember Smeagol, right?
why are you so cute? But we're gonna go for Anzac Day instead. We're gonna go to Hobbiton.
You know, we're so excited to be here.
Yes,
I'm super excited.
And I'm super
she's
excited.
super excited. I feel a lot more comfortable. I feel like having the car has brought my sanity level back into normal range.
Give me.
Like,
We need to get
all right, baby, you ready to say bye-bye?
Bye bye.
Ngā mihi nui.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.